so many Christians and some people that love God have guilt. The devil's the accuser. And so, Christian, I'm not really good. No, as long as you mean well or doing the best you can, you're going to stumble, you're going to have problems, and you're going to have issues. But it doesn't matter because that's why God's there to help you. And you just got to reach out to God and say, I can't do this alone. I need you. And I think people just need to say, I need God. I give it to God. Not, oh, I'm going to lay down and just trust in God. God, so many churches, thank God they're coming out with microchips and Mark of the Beast. That means Jesus is coming back soon. Well, I was talking to a police officer today we saw out here, and he's like, well, just thank God Jesus is coming back soon. Well, if you actually read Revelation, it doesn't actually read like that. We have to go through this whole project, and then this happens. And
it's also like explicit throughout the New Testament. You're not going to know. You're not God. You don't get to predict when this happens. It comes like a thief in the night. And so
exactly. And I'm not putting him down for being like, praise God.
No.
Jesus is coming back soon. My point is that it says the Antichrist will wage war against the saints and overcome them.
Right.
So there's and we lose in the third quarter, we win in the fourth quarter because God's going to test us.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, oh, thank God we won't be here. That's only been around Schofield Bible in like 150 years. Nobody ever taught that, not in Catholicism, Protestantism.
It's absurd.
Nobody ever taught. I mean, the Antichrist has got guillotines cutting Christians' heads off.
Right.
So how are they all raptured if they're getting their heads cut off? So see, and so.
Well, the whole thing, I mean, it's obviously a heresy, but more than that, it's such a clear usurpation of God's power. It's like, I've figured out exactly when this is going to happen and how it's going to go. It's like, no,
Well, what happened to all the disciples? Almost all of them got killed.
Yeah,
Did they get raptured out?
No, I know. The whole thing is, it's sad. And by the way, really good people fall for it. Really good. Some of my favorite and most decent people fall for it. I'm not attacking anyone at all, but it's clearly not true. And it leads them it leads them to defend like murder and stuff.
While we're on theology, exactly. While we're on theology, what do you think of Peter Thiel's whole Antichrist lecture?
I haven't seen it. I have talked to him about it at great length. I think it's really interesting. I didn't really get to the punchline on that. So the question question everyone, has is, okay, who's the Antichrist? I think maybe there's more than one. I don't know.
It's a system.
Right. So I would just say I'm not taking a pass on the question. I would, but I don't. This is so far out of my depth. I mean, I'm just sort of at the I'm for Jesus stage of things. But I'm glad that there's a conversation about it. I welcome all conversations about the transcendent because I think it's what matters.
Well, exactly, because I love a comedian, Tim Dillon. He's like, this guy's got all this cashless control grid, and then he wants to know about the Antichrist. Well, he grew up really Christian. People don't know, Peter Thiel, and then now he's wanting to have a debate about it. I don't think the Antichrist wants you to have a debate about the Antichrist.
I think that's probably right. And just in general, it's worth talking about and reminding ourselves and others that this is just like a small piece of what's real. We're just seeing a tiny fraction of reality. Like the spiritual world, that realm is as real as, the table we're sitting at. And people lose sight of that. I lose sight of that.
Exactly. So we should be having, not just Peter Thiel, everybody, Donald Trump, you and I, we should be discussing Revelation, what's described, really happening now.
Yeah.
So we should be having, oh God, Peter Thiel's the Antichrist. He's talking about the Antichrist. What? Because some people are like, well, what's he doing talking about the Antichrist? Well, I think we should all be talking about it.
Well, because I think the temptation is to just ignore the whole topic. I mean, that's the world that I grew up in, where it was just never discussed.
That doesn't exist. It was just
100%. People's sex lives were a frequent topic of conversation. Everyone was super liberal about that. Like, no one was embarrassed of anything except any question that transcended the material was just considered, like death was considered totally off limits because it pointed to these obvious questions, like what happens then? And so I really welcome that. I think all societies face death.
Exactly. People go, oh, you're a Peter Thiel dick writer. No, you should be having a discussion about Antichrist. Why aren't you? And so what I haven't seen the presentation.
So people, I'm sorry, I miss a lot because I do think the internet's demonic. Sorry, I know I work on the internet, but the whole thing makes me uncomfortable. So I haven't seen any of this, but people are attacking Thiel for this.
Oh, I mean, it's like, oh yeah. It's like they haven't even found out what he's saying. I've read some of the articles. I tried to get tickets, but it was already sold out. But I'm going to see his view on it. But all I know is that we should be having a discussion about the Antichrist. We're having one already. And so what is the Antichrist? I think you need to know the enemy. I think you need to know.
Well, one obvious hallmark from my frequent but very untutored reading of those books in the New Testament is that the Antichrist reserves the powers of God for himself. He pretends to be God. I'm all powerful. I can worship me. And by the way, that's most leaders in the world through all time. But those are signs of evil. You are not God. No one can worship you. No one can worship you. And the shitty things you do on earth do not make you powerful. They destroy you, actually. And so it's all described in Jesus' 40 days in the wilderness where Satan offers him these deals. And he declines all of them. That's like whether you're a Christian or not, that is the template for life. Oh, if I just do this, I'll win this election. I break some eggs to make the omelet. Dude, you're going to be destroyed for that. Probably in this life, certainly in the next. And that's just real. That's just a fact.
Oh, I agree. And it's nothing but healthy to have discussion.
100%. So I guess the one thing I don't like about the Antichrist conversation is it makes it sound like, Anton LaVey is going to show up and start murdering people. And I think it's much more present than that. I mean, I think literally Antichrist means against Christ. Well, who would that include? Most leaders in the world, they hate Jesus.
They do. Well, look what Elon is starting to come around.
You want to make people upset? Start talking about Jesus. I just did this at Charlie Kirk's memorial. I did some 6-minute talk about Jesus, only Jesus. That's it. I said to my wife in the shower that morning, I was like, I'm not getting political at all. I'm not going to attack anybody. I just want to be as unifying as I can and consistent with what Charlie really cared about as I can and what he really cared about.
They called it anti-Semitic.
It was insane. Which was, of course, absurd, but leaving aside the absurdity, the emotion was real. It was totally real. Oh my gosh, that's outrageous that you said that. It's
great speech. I watched it.
It was just short. All I did was recount the gospel, but that's the most controversial thing you can do. And everyone's happy to talk about God all the time. God, spiritual, this. Jesus, man, that's a no-go zone. Why is that?
Absolutely.
Because it's real, that's why. And it just triggers the fuck out of people.
One inbound for you. 30 seconds out. Stay clear. It's about to get hot. Molly out.
Napalm inbound. Take cover.
I had the mark turned off. Commander, we should retreat, sir. Hey guys, we should retreat. Retreat.
We're staying. Hold the line, man. Keep up the fire. Someone cover me.
Damn it!
I nearly got him.
I killed a friend.
Target is pinned down. Kill that asshole. Fire! Fire! AC-47 inbound. Take cover. Careful. Take this, you son of a bitch! I nearly got it. Take this, you son of a bitch! Target is pinned down. Forward inbound. Take cover. I nearly got him.
Hey, machine gunner, I can spot you the enemy.
We're under attack.
Look for my mark.
Nearly got it.
MG, right in front of us.
Take down. Machine gunner. Shit. Got 8 rounds left. Target is pinned down. Echo is being attacked.
Take my mark, take my mark.
Locate that fire. Stay down.
I got this.
Echo is being attacked. Enemies there. Echo is being attacked. Enemy fire!
God damn it!
I nearly got it. Oh, shit! Third fire! Echo is being attacked.
Fire! Fire! Need to reload.
Recon is in the air. Don't let up for a second. We have lost Echo.
Oh. Fucking BC. Cover!
Take cover! Sick puppies. Recon is in the air.
Estamos rodeados por los chinos, José David.
Last stand. Don't surrender.
Chinos, conchas, su madre. Oh.
We've been defeated.
Vamos con los Yankees. Hola, hola. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
We are cleared to engage. Get ready.
We need a smoke. Right behind you, buddy.
Charlie, smoke! Smoke!
Smoke, smoke, smokes. Nice. Watch out, grenade.
What are you doing? Shoot that Charlie!
That isn't a...
We have a sheriff.
Hola, hola, hola. Vamos a mirar si está transmitiendo el sonido. Tu, 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 tu. Ah. Muere, chino culiao.
Explosive trap spotted.
Te quemaste, güey.
Napalm inbound. Take cover.
Oh.
Recon is in the air. Hurry! Get in the fight, soldier.
Enemy fire! Unknown location! Take this, son of a bitch!
RD support inbound. Take cover.
Puta.
AC-47 inbound. Take cover. Recon is in the air.
Watch my back. Gotta reload. Napalm inbound. Take cover. He's dead. Taking fire. This is Come on, man. Get up.
Puta, están ahí, po, weón. I'm pinned down! Get inside, get inside! Take cover!
Charlie's shooting at us.
Gotta take fire.
Recon is in the air.
Puta.
Bravo 26, 09.
RD support inbound. Take cover. We are taking Alpha. We've been defeated.
Been defeated. Partimos. Creo que defendemos. All right.
That was a load of barnacles.
Victor Charlie ain't nothing but a bunch of candy asses.
The asses. Mataron.
Hold on. Just a minute.
Candy asses. Candy asses.
Somebody kill that asshole.
Ah, fucking candy asses.
I see Charlie. There.
Give this bastard hell.
Alpha is being attacked.
No.
We have lost Alpha.
Just need a second.
Candy asses.
Need to catch my breath.
No. Concha tu madre.
Napalm inbound. Take cover.
I hate those VC.
Forzado por ahueonado.
Bravo is being attacked.
Oh.
AC-47 inbound. Take cover.
Puta la wea.
Give me 5.
Bravo is being attacked.
No.
RD support inbound. Take cover.
Enemy fire! Return fire! I'm loading!
Oh.
Recon is in the air. Napalm inbound. Take cover.
Puta, súper bien. Ya veo now.
AC-47 inbound. Take cover. We have lost Charlie.
Give me a second.
Damn.
Enemy fire! Get your heads down! We're still hold the line, man.
Recon is in the air.
Come back this side. Shit! Wait! Fire!
Napalm inbound. Take cover. That isn't a valid location. Give me another one.
I shouldn't.
Well, no,
sorry.
but I agree with you that we need to have an open discussion about this because it's here. And notice the left, they're all about total control of language where there's almost nothing discussed. And so that's why they get so upset when these discussions start to happen. And as long as it's a civilization, society, we should be having a major front and center discussion about AI. And that's what Elon Musk talks about, who's gone from not believing in God, saying we need God, he's starting to come around, to saying, listen, we're going to have AI, obviously the genie's out of the bottle, but we don't want to centralize them, we want a whole bunch of them, we want a diversity of them. And I think, well, what is the answer to AI? Because people say, oh, why are you for AI? I'm not. It's not going away. What is the answer to AI if it's being rolled out? And I know the globalists want to basically have one AI. Elon's answers have distributed AI, non-centralized AI, but no matter what it is, it just turns bad.
I have no idea. I know that a lot of the people developing AI are really, really bad. Really, really bad. Like the worst. And what do I mean by bad? Specifically, they think they're God. And that's the core lie. It's not like how many people have you killed. If you think you're God, you will kill people. And the more power you have, the more you will kill. It's just by its nature bad. And so it means no restraint, no perspective, no humility. Man, that's a recipe for genocide always. Right?
I know we want to hit my own personal issues and a few other things, and I appreciate the time, Tucker, but big picture, let's just be completely honest about Trump. It's a blessing to have him in office. We're 9 months in. The Democrats are destroying themselves, lowest approval rating ever, lowest fundraising ever. It's really up to us to lose this, but we are starting to see some indictments coming in. There's a lot more coming. The Democrats are now pledging, resistance and violence and what's the quote? Energetic uprisings or forceful uprisings. Sorry, forceful uprisings. Chuck Schumer. How do you see this unfolding, and what can the general public do to try to save the country in a nonviolent way? Because I just think Trump rhetorically needs to be out front explaining to people how dangerous things are in the crossroads. Instead of just saying, oh, liberals are dumb, they don't know what they're doing. No, the leftist globalists have a plan all over the world. They know what they're deliberately doing.
Wait a second.
I think, a lot of things are important. Prayer is the most important. Keeping the people you love close, keeping your personal relationships strong, keeping your personal life virtuous. I do think that's really important. I think you become, having led a very non-virtuous life myself, I'm not judging anybody, I just know from experience that the less virtuous your personal life, the weaker you are. It makes you weak. That's why drinking made me weak, etc. So, those are all super important. But from a governance perspective, the government, the people who are elected to run the government, need to make sure that the instruments of government are loyal to the Constitution and under control. And that's the concern that I have, is that especially older conservatives, whatever that is, Republicans, whatever that is, but, non-leftists are living with outdated understandings of like the military and the police. And, there are a lot of great people in the military. I know a lot of them, and there are a lot of great cops. We were just with one of them a second ago. But there are also a lot of people with guns in official capacities who are really, really dangerous. And you need to make sure those people are under control. And by under control, I don't mean loyal to Donald Trump, the man. I mean loyal to the Constitution.
Absolutely. There was a whole bunch of people, including sheriff's deputies people earlier today. And you're like, well, of course, the leadership of the Pentagon are the worst globalists. And they're like, what? Really? Our military's not the best? Like Trump admitted 8 years ago, he was lied to. The leadership's been groomed, put to these globalist schools, brainwashed.
They're awful. They're awful.
They're the worst. And Trump finally knows that. So going into this attempted civil war, the enlisted are great people, on average the best, but people really have this vision of the military, this solution.
A lot of our sociology professors with nuclear weapons, they're scary. And I know that just from living in D.C. I wouldn't know that. I hadn't spent my life in Washington. The Pentagon's right there. The neighborhood I grew up in Georgetown was, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs lived like one house over from me. There was always circulating through, because they all circulate through D.C. So I would have, go to dinners or duck hunts or whatever. And you're like, wait, you're like stupid and totally incapable of like creative or independent thought. And you're a lefty, big time. And like self-hating white guys and like crypto gay and like all like they're sociology professors. A lot of them, I've met a lot. Why do you think DEI swept the military? Because the flag officers wanted it. And why did they want it? Because they hate themselves. Because they all got, master's degrees in Fletcher or whatever. And they all got indoctrinated by higher education. So you explain to the outside, so like, man, you have to make sure those people are loyal to the Constitution, and you need to go through it systematically. By the way,
you think Trump finally knows that he thought the brass with these badass John Wayne guys are literally the enemy?
Well, apparently everyone says that the chairman have to make sure those people are loyal to the Constitution, and you need to go through systematically. By the way,
you think Trump finally knows that he thought the brass with these badass John Wayne guys are literally the enemy?
Well, apparently everyone says that the chairman of the Joint Chiefs is like a good solid American. That's correct. Dan Kane is a great guy. So I think there are a lot of great people. Caveat.
There's still a few left.
Yeah, there may be many left.
Look at Flynn.
There are many bad.
Flynn hit himself forever.
Many bad. And the left used the COVID vaccine to weed out the men, guys with testosterone and self-respect, who were like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to poison myself. And so they left. And that was the point of the COVID vax, was to purge the men. So it's all like betas and women who can be controlled and are sort of eager to worship false gods. And you have those people with guns. I don't know. It's really scary what just happened under Biden. And has it been corrected? I don't
And notice
think
the alpha males, back when Obama wanted to attack Syria and the Russians, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs then, he goes, that's World War III, full war. They had to back off. So even that was the tail end. Now you have like weird guys that say they're women with bald heads stealing women's gowns at the airport
totally.
over the nuclear stockpile. And they're all, and like Sean Penn's on TV saying, why not have a nuclear war? What's wrong with that? It's like they had the real warriors know, no, you can't do that. But now you've got a collection, like you said, of sociology and anthropology professors that are completely bonkers and like aren't making the connection. Like this is real. Like the Russians aren't playing around.
Oh, and it's self-hating men and bloodthirsty women. And
I love the liberal thing. Once women are in charge, there'll be no more wars.
That's bullshit.
That's not what the studies show.
Well, it's not what reality shows us. Female leadership leads to violence.
Why is that? It's true.
I don't know, and I, as a great lover of women and the father of a number of women, and I'm not anti-women. I like them more than men and anyone else.
I love women, but it's true. But I remember reading
but
studies.
Female leadership leads to violence, and you see it. And it was Governor Wallace's wife who opened the windows to
smell the burning tires.
Drink in the redolent odor of riot. It's Winnie Mandela, man. It's really, really, the Bolsheviks' wives were more bloodthirsty than they were. I don't know exactly what that is. I think weak male leadership incites something in women that's really dark. That's not their fault. That's men's fault.
Follow me. I got a smoke.
You can't shirk that duty because it's not created by man. It's pre-existent.
Well, they found in studies in Total War, like women commit way more war crimes than men.
You were turned over to the squads to be tortured to death over the period of 3 weeks. They slow roast you. So, all of that, it's all true. And I also think it's, having lost 2 fistfights in my life badly, I'm hesitant to get into a fistfight. I mean, there's something about, being forced to box as a kid as I was, and learning that I'm not as tough as I thought I was, or whatever. But the experience of physical violence is much more a male thing. And people who haven't been in a fistfight shouldn't be commanding an army or a country, for that matter, or a country.
The tougher you know, the more you learn. There's always somebody tougher.
100%. And it hurts to get hit in the face. It hurts a lot. Actually, it hurts so much. That's why I was never good at boxing. My brother was good, but I was not, because I hit the face and I'd be like, I think we should negotiate this. Like, there's got to be a smarter way to do this. That was and then I was like, I'm not suited for that. And, but it was only through that experience that I learned, anyway, you know all this because you're a man. But yes, there's something about female leadership that gets you very quickly to violence. And you see it in the support for the Ukraine war, which is like the murder of an entire country's male population.
And now, though, a bunch of European countries are doing female conscription. I wonder if combat is going to get the women to not be for war.
I wonder why you would even bother with a civilization if you're sending your women to fight wars. I don't just give up at that point.
Well, it's like Ursula von der Leyen.
You only have a military to protect your women. That's the point. There's only one reason, and that's to protect my wife and my daughters. And if it weren't for that, why would we need a military? And so if I'm sending my wife and my daughters to go fight a war on my behalf, I mean, that is the most grotesque thing I could imagine. That is so shameful. That is so disgusting. I don't know how we can.
Well, it is. You got Ursula von der Leyen, the unelected EU head, literally talking about there's too many humans, we need depopulation, pull it up, and we're going to beat Russia, no problem. And I'm sorry, like, I have no respect for her because I guarantee she's never been in a fistfight, much less she's not been in the military. I mean, it's like, it's crazy.
But there's a cruelty there, and I don't understand it. And the women in my life are the kindest people. They bring me back to decency. Under their influence, I am more decent. But you see in modern female leadership, not all, but a lot of it, Tulsi Gabbard is an incredible exception to this rule. Is like a truly humane, decent person. But man, you see a lot of counterexamples where these women they can't wait to kill. And I don't know what that is.
Because the system is selecting twisted women.
It's probably right. And it has something to do with men vacating their role.
I agree. Could you believe that Letitia James bitched and complained and said Trump has weaponized things against me?
It's kind of... Yeah.
But that's the system.
The entitlement level in this country has gotten very high.
Well, that's not just hiding behind a woman, behind a black woman. That's all they're doing. It's totally transparent.
Well, the most powerful people in our society consider themselves the greatest victims. You always notice that. Like, I'm a victim. I need security in my house. You're not a victim. You're the perpetrator. So speaking of victims and perpetrators, you are the victim of the greatest crime against free speech in the last 10 years. You were accused of saying things. You say your remarks were misconstrued or misrepresented intentionally. From my perspective, it doesn't matter what you said. You didn't hurt anybody. You didn't cheat anybody. You didn't issue a fake stablecoin. You didn't carjack. You gave an opinion, and for that opinion, the U.S. government, through an FBI agent, basically tried to destroy your life and are on the cusp of taking your entire life away. And so here's my question. One, how close are you to having everything taken from you? And two, where's the Trump Justice Department in this? I don't understand.
This is such a huge subject.
It is a huge subject.
And I want to answer this because this affects everybody, not just me. And what just happened to Mike Lindell 2 days ago ties directly into this, so I'm going to do my best, but I want viewers to understand this isn't about me. This is about you and the end of the judicial process in this country and the final phase of the weaponized judiciary. The Democrats haven't given up.
First question, how close are they, and by they I mean this constellation of law firms, NGOs, and federal law enforcement employees, to taking everything from you and shutting you down, taking you off the air? I know that's been in progress for a while. You've outrun them, but I feel like you're getting toward the end. And two, or B, where's the Trump Justice Department, and why is this being allowed?
Well, to quote the song, I got one more silver dollar. So they sued me 7 years ago. They spent $300 million. They had been in court filings doing it. Paul Weiss, Democrat law firms, all of it. Had the judges find me guilty.
Nice job.
2 days ago, Mike Lindell, Smartmatic. The judge finds him guilty, claims he didn't give the discovery. It's the new thing they do. So I was found guilty in Texas and in Connecticut by Democrat judges, literal Antifa Soros judges, of not giving discovery, which wasn't true. So then I'm found guilty, then they have a show trial. So then they have the show trial, they get $1.5 billion judgment. They do all this, and then they don't want to settle. I said, here, have all the money I'll make in the next 10 years, which was more than I ever made in 10 years, $75 million. They said, we don't want that. We want you off the air, in press conferences, on national TV, in court filings. You're not supposed to just take somebody off the air. You're supposed to be able to get your judgment. Plus, it's all an appeal. So last Tuesday, they had the state receiver in my offices looking at everything, saying, we'll probably shut you down in about a month. They're waiting for the state court. We have it on appeal to lift the stay.
And this is because you gave an opinion. I just want to be clear, you didn't do anything. You had an opinion,
¿Qué pasa,
which you say
Rusty?
they mischaracterized. But again, I would say even if they didn't mischaracterize it, you're entitled by birth as an American to have any freaking opinion you want.
Well, to be clear, the internet, years after Sandy Hook, had viral videos and professors saying they didn't think it happened. They put evidence 22 minutes in the show trials of me questioning and having debates with people.
You're allowed to question anything you want. You're allowed to have any opinion you want. It's the United States of America.
Well, it's like the Charlie Kirk thing. I believe Charlie Kirk's dead. I think the official story is probably true. There's questions, but people are saying he didn't die. There's people saying this and that. I don't think it's true, but the point is they have a right to do that as Americans.
You have a right to any opinion you want, period.
So they have the show trials. They do it. They want me off the air. Then I go into bankruptcy because I don't have any money 3 years ago. They use the bankruptcy. They assign the Justice Department, which they can do. They have a special office to my bankruptcy. They use InfoWars money in the account to do 4 investigations to find fraud. They find no fraud. They sue my parents. They do it all.
They use your money to sue your parents?
Yes. Then the judge, Lopez in Houston, federal judge, he says, I want this to be sold at auction a year and a half ago. Cash auction up front. Here's the rules. They do an auction, say it's a cash auction, cancel it, and then sell it to the Onion basically for no money, funded by Michael Bloomberg. The judge last November says it's a fraud, has hearings, shuts it down. They also sent armed security in without court orders, tried to shut us down in May of last year. So all this goes on, all this happens. We learned the Justice Department from documents was, under Biden, was funding the lawsuits, running all of it. We get those documents. The new Justice Department learns about it, Ed Martin, and says our job is weaponization. We know we have the documents. The Justice Department previously did this, that the FBI admitted in court that they ran this, created the lawsuits, William Alderberg, the chief counsel of Connecticut at the time. And we're going to send a letter and ask them to preserve their documents. We're going to talk to them. That was about a month ago. And I showed you the letter and other letters that are out there.
So Ed Martin is a great guy. He's been in this room. Ed Martin is in charge of undoing the weaponization of government, which is to say the agencies being used as for political ends to destroy people who get in the way of the Democratic Party, and his job is to undo some of those.
And I'm one of the more famous cases. The White House, right when they got in 8 months ago, gave me classified documents that Obama targeted me for national security 2013 with Comey. We had other documents come out. They didn't find anything in a 10-year investigation, so they moved on to do the Sandy Hook thing as a big production with the FBI. The Justice Department legally funded it. We have all those documents. And so just like Mike Lindell 2 days ago, the Smartmatic suit, the judge finds him guilty and is now going to seize his company and shut him down without a jury trial. So it's the same thing. Again, this is their model.
And what did Mike Lindell do wrong?
He questioned the 2020 election and he's been vindicated.
So they get to take his company away for that?
Including firing all his employees because they don't want money. So
then and this is happening right now?
It's happening right now. And so the bigger question is, so here's what happened. So Martin says, no, this is weaponization. You have all the documents. We have more documents. We want to investigate this. So I go a month and a half ago, meet in D.C., do all this. They get the letter and other communiques. It's this Koskoff, Democrat, Senator Blumenthal law firm, basically a Bloomberg law firm in Connecticut. They flip out and say, Jones is harassing a hero FBI agent. Never said his name, never criticized him. He won a $130 million defamation suit against me in the Sandy Hook defamation that he created, though no one ever said his name. He didn't understand. No one in your office, he never said, I didn't know who he was till he sued me. So he goes and creates the suit, organizes the families for the NGOs, does all this, and then I talked to the DOJ. They sent a letter saying, preserve your records. I showed you the ABC News headline. And then Todd Blanche, the deputy AG, calls up in the news, chews out Ed Martin, says in this investigation and pull this. And so...
Wait, why?
I mean, will Todd Blanche let them shut down my pillow? Will Todd Blanche let them do all this? Because they go, oh, Alex Jones was mean to dead kids' families. There was never any evidence of that.
Well, but even, again, just to restate, the Constitution of the United States, the country we live in, you're allowed to have any opinion you want, okay?
I agree.
You were making a political point, and the job of the government is to defend that right. That's the point of the Department of Justice, defend that right. So I'm just totally confused here. So you're saying that one of the top guys at DOJ, Todd Blanche, whom I've talked to before, I don't know much about Todd Blanche, but you're saying that he stopped Ed Martin?
He bragged about it all over the news 3 weeks ago.
Why would he do that?
Here's what they did. They say people peed on kids' graves, people harassed their houses. And in court, when it happened, I don't know, somebody told me who, I don't know.
Did you pee on someone's grave?
No, I didn't vindicate that because nobody brought me there for Trump. No, none of that happened. But the point is, I'm this guy. People don't know that Adam Lanza killed the kids. His mom bought a Bushmaster.
I know.
And
But just again, it doesn't even matter. Like, it's such a sad, horrible story. And
they just put me in the place of...
But you've got nothing to do with it. You shared an opinion about a tragedy. People can disagree with your opinion. They can dislike your opinion. They can't destroy you for your opinion because it's America. And the Department of Justice exists to protect that right. So I don't really get this. So Todd Blanche, I'm taking your word on this. I haven't heard this before. You're saying, is he a career guy, Todd Blanche?
Well, he was a Democrat until Trump won the election.
Is he an appointee?
Yeah, he's the deputy AG.
And so you're confident that he shut down any attempt?
Oh, he bragged. Just type in Todd Blanche, Alex Jones, Ed Martin. He went on the news and said, this is terrible. I'm killing this investigation.
Why was it terrible?
It's a hero FBI agent.
Because you're bad? You offended some FBI agent, therefore you should be destroyed?
I never even knew who he was till he sued me.
You're allowed to not like FBI agents. You're allowed to have any opinion you want. This is like the craziest thing.
Well, William Aldenberg said on the stand he went and created the lawsuits, which violates a whole bunch of laws. That's what Ed Martin put in his letter, was that you can't, as a sitting agent, go and create a case for yourself. It's an emolument issue. So here's where we are. They say the new model is sue you for defamation, have a Democrat judge find you guilty by default, then do this, then they don't accept the settlement, then they shut you down. So the answer is, how long will we be there? They want the name InfoWars, The Onion, and this former MSNBC censorship czar. He had the same job as Brian Stelter at CNN. He has said recently in an interview with Wired Magazine, if I was God, I want InfoWars. And so they think now they're going to seize the assets of the state. They're going to hand it to them. He says they're going to use our logos. He says he's going to pose as Charlie Kirk as well, but I'll fake quotes of Charlie. Look this up. And their new thing is to have my website and use it to attack Charlie Kirk.
Okay. So this is just totally grotesque. And this is not the free market at work. This is NGOs plus law firms plus the U.S. government destroying a private citizen for opposing the political agenda of the people in charge. So this is like exactly what should happen in the country.
And they brag they're doing it because of that.
Of course. Well, there's no other reason.
They say, we want you off the air.
Simple question to you. Could the current Department of Justice shut this down?
Yes. The DOJ's Office of Bankruptcy already had one U.S. trustee fired, the next caught in a fake auction. My lawyers have filed lawsuits. It's cut and dry illegal. Bankruptcy. So, and that information went out as well. So they know that. And Todd Blanche is protecting the FBI and DOJ under orders from Obama, then Biden, to get me off the air. And we have all the documents where they funded it illegally. We have all the proof. We sued them. We deposed them. I spent millions deposing them all, getting all their emails, top law firms. And then the Justice Department gets the information, and Ed Martin goes after him and says, preserve your records. I want to talk to you. And then Todd Blanche comes in and says, I'll fire you, Ed Martin. Shut this son of a bitch down right now. Ed Martin needs to be the Deputy Attorney General. And he didn't say that. Okay, I have other DOJ sources that tell me what goes on, but this is the reality.
And could they do that? I mean, because like in the end, I don't think you should use government to make your friends rich or give them special favors. But if you can't deliver justice to people who are on your side, you're not doing it right. And that's really dispiriting and a little weird to be honest.
Here's what's going to happen. They just defaulted Lindell 2 days ago, and they're going to shut down his factory and his thousands of employees.
Are you serious?
Yeah. He doesn't get a trial. The judge in Minnesota found him guilty, and they said it's the Alex Jones model. So now the new thing, I'm bringing in this because it happened. They defaulted me 4 years ago before the show trial. They said next is Tucker Carlson. So what they do is they pick a judge, they pick a fake story, they run headlines, you said something you didn't do, like Trump, I love the KKK, they're very fine people, so they're not fine people. And then they sue, and then the judge finds you guilty, then the judge controls limited information, has a jury trial for the press, but only on the issues they allow of you're already guilty. They instruct the jury. Imagine, I'm in Connecticut, Texas, 2 trials, and it's both the same, produced by HBO's, their cameras. The judge goes, Mr. Jones is already guilty. they say he did. He can opt on defense. You will decide how much money he stole from these people, and you will give it to them. And they instruct them he is guilty. And you're sitting there, the opposite of the American system, watching it, and now they just did Mike Lindell. And so, will Trump sit there because Todd Blanche kisses his ass, this little Democrat snake, and crucify Mike Lindell? And crucify his thousands of employees in Minnesota? Probably. I'm not mad at Trump. I know you're busy, Trump. It's okay. But if you think, oh, this law firm, Paul Weiss, has been running the bankruptcy tax on us, agreed to pay $40 million in restitution, agreed to illegal lawfare against Trump and his family and his supporters. And they promised, when Boris Epstein got the deal for him 6 months ago, to never target any of his supporters again.
We are taking Foxtrot.
They wrote off part of their $40 million community service bill and suing me. And so they're still attacking all the supporters, everybody else.
You know, you really have to clean up the justice system or else you can't have a country. I mean, this is just like absolutely crazy. I think that is why people voted for Trump. It's why I campaigned for him. You have to have justice in your country.
Tucker, I agree. More than an economy, more than stopping war. My listeners want indictments. And finally, Comey, Letitia James.
Indictments of the guilty, not
AC-47
indictments of people you don't like,
Take
not
cover.
indictments of people who pissed you off or who
Oh,
opposed
they
you.
cut and dry. They did
No,
everything.
people who committed crimes and who have escaped justice because of their political connections. That can't continue.
Well, they started it, Tucker.
Oh, I know.
And so all I'm saying is that I'm a tough guy. I can handle all this. We'll continue on. People can follow me on Exit Real Log shows. We've got the AJN network set up with sponsors. The point is that
Recon
they
is
said
in
this
the
is a
air.
model for everybody else. Then 2 days ago, Mike Lindell. Oh, sorry, Mike, you don't get a jury trial. You're guilty. Now we're going to instruct a jury how you're guilty. So this is their model. Defaults are only like if you're sued and then you run and leave the country. They still got to have a trial. But they are literally declaring me guilty. And then you've got Todd Blanche, who from all of my sources, I mean, he's a hardcore Democrat, Southern District of New York operative. He was Trump's criminal lawyer, lost those cases from Trump. And this is that weird Trump blind spot. So, hey, Trump, I
We are
get it.
taking Foxtrot.
If you think cutting me loose and Mike Lindell, that's fine. I'm a big boy. I've offended you like nothing else. That's fine. If you think Todd Blanche, you know, you've got meeting with Ghislaine Maxwell and all this other weirdness. If you think that snake is the answer
We
for
are
you, then
taking
you
Echo.
bet everything on that. But as for me, I just know the truth. And the Democrats literally are caught red-handed in their persecution of me and InfoWars and Mike Lindell. And so it's up to you to make the right move here.
I mean, Mike Lindell blew his life up on Trump's behalf. I mean, that's why we're here, is because Mike Lindell loved Trump.
Party support inbound.
And whatever you think of Mike Lindell, he's a very nice man, I think. But even if you hate Mike Lindell, just objectively, Mike Lindell was a pretty successful pillow salesman and got his life together, got off drugs, became a Christian, and then he decided he really loved Trump and he thought Trump was being wronged and they stole the election from Trump. He really believed that. And now they're destroying him. And I just feel like, well, if there's ever someone you need to defend, it's Mike Lindell. Are you kidding?
Yeah, because they've got the fake story about me, like, oh, the guy that beat up his graves didn't do
We
it.
have
You know,
taken
Trump
Echo.
loves
Then they
taking
can
it.
arrest you for public urination. That is not relevant.
But
This
do
is
it.
the justice. It doesn't matter. You didn't do it. You're not accused of doing it. Someone else did it. And we can't allow that. We can't allow, if someone does something crazy and invokes your name, you don't get arrested for the
No,
thing
I
that you
agree.
did.
And Trump stood up for J6ers and others.
I agree.
So why? Okay, so you're going to let them shut down my phone. You're going to let them shut down InfoWars. It's not me. I understand Trump's got bigger fish to fry, but my listeners are enraged by this. They are like, why are you still supporting Trump? Because it's not Kamala Harris. We're getting more done. But if Trump doesn't understand, if he can't support his supporters, I don't know what he can do. I'll go back to Todd Blanche. Todd Blanche's been a die-the-wool top Democrat.
It's in the air.
He lost all the cases for Trump criminally. And from what I've heard, Bondi's not bad. She's just lazy. Bongino's emotional and a big baby. Patel is compromised. And it's just so sad. He should have Kim Paxton in there. They brought in the Missouri AG as the new deputy FBI head here as soon as Bongino leaves. And Bongino should stop worrying about his PR and how he looks and worry more about the future of the country here. And put it all on the line, actually, instead of being hothead. Bongino, I think, is a good guy. But Patel, and Bondi, these are just TV heads. These are just people that are here to be celebrities, in my view. And I'm just saying, and Todd Blanche is a Democrat Party operative. So I think he's Bill Barr 2.0. You know, they got another Veritas investigation where they have Bill Barr, former CIA deputy AG twice, literally with Fannie Willis setting up the indictments in Virginia. I mean, it's important. I mean, like, so is Todd Blanche Bill Barr 2.0? That's the question Trump should be asking. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. When Justice Department reached out and said, hey, this is cut and dry with you, I said, don't you have bigger fish fry? I said, no. They were swapping with you. We got them. And they do. We have all of total proof of record.
Can I disagree with you on one point? I don't think it's bigger than you. I don't think anything is bigger than the individual. I think that is the Christian message. What matters is the individual, the human soul, the person, each one made in God's image. And whenever you hear people say, well, it's bigger than just one person, that's bullshit, actually. Nothing is bigger than just one person.
No, Tucker, I agree with you. I'm saying
injustice done to you is a total outrage to the entire world. And by the way, you're not the only victim. If that's what you're saying, I'm hardly the only victim of injustice.
that's what I meant, though.
That's for sure. But I think it's so important to make sure, to the extent you can, with the power that you have in this life, to make sure that justice is done for the individual. Like, I really think that is Western civilization. By the way, the Eastern view, which is now very common in our country, deals only with groups and populations and the herd or the tribe. That's why they believe in collective punishment. But the Christian view is no, it's the individual, and each person matters. The hair on your head is numbered by God. So I just feel like we can't allow a single injustice to pass by if we can fix it.
No, I totally, to be clear, my point was I know Trump has bigger fish to fry.
No, I get it. Well, that's true.
But it doesn't, because everything they're doing is about, this media paid a thing that said they're wrong. They're laughing at him. They still have their power structure in place. Oh, ABC paid a fine. They paid a fine. Paul Weiss paid a fine. And they're still attacking your most ardent supporters to shut you down. And so that's all I'm trying to say is that will Trump let Mike Lindell get shut down? Will he allow this? All because the deputy AG that really runs everything is really a big leftist. I think he's smarter than all of us. And it's just so disgusting because we have them cut and dry. They're like, well, sir, he peed on Graves. No one peed on Graves. No one did any of this stuff they say. Trump never said the KKK are 5 people. That was all a lie. And so if you give it to their propaganda, they win. Support your supporters. Stand up for them. You know, I saw Barron put out a whole list of vaccine bad reactions to the COVID shot after his dad took the shot. That's going to be the real rebellion here is people around Trump, because he's 79 years old. He's not a bad guy, great guy. Tell him the truth. All of us can't be in a cult. When Trump is wrong, we got to call it out. But yeah, I mean, I'm here, and I've seen this injustice, and I was literally going to say when I came here, a week ago, I couldn't come a week ago because they had a receiver there at the office that day I was supposed to come, literally looking at everything about to shut down. And I just had to say to people that if they do this to me, they'll do it to you. And then Mike Lindell defaulted. No jury trial, found guilty by a judge. All of you are in danger, folks. This is so real. And if Trump doesn't defend Lindell or me, whatever. I mean, I just hope Trump, when he's out in 3 years, remembers that Todd Blanche is Bill Barr 2.0. And if you think that little sneaky lawyer is your friend, you're a fool. So I think Todd Blanche should be removed, not because of me, but because everybody I talked to, he is literally there working against the president. He's the one telling the U.S. attorneys, don't do these prosecutions. And then Trump gets pissed and says, do it, they do it. So Trump, you did it with Sessions, you did it with Bill Barr. Why are you doing it with Blanche right now? It's please, I don't understand this blind spot of Trump.
I've never heard any of this before, but that's why I'm a fan of yours. Godspeed, Alex Jones. Truly, thank you.
Tucker, love you, brother.
Great to see you, man. Thank you. So it turns out that YouTube is suppressing this show. On one level, that's not surprising. That's what they do. But on another level, it's shocking. Everything that's going on in the world right now, all the change taking place in our economy, in our politics, wars, we're on the cusp of fighting right now, Google has decided you should have less information rather than more. And that is totally wrong. It's immoral. What can you do about it? Well, we could whine about it. That's a waste of time. We're not in charge of Google. Or we could find a way around it, the way that you think it's you. That way you'll have
We are taking Foxtrot. We have taken Foxtrot. Recon is in the air.
Okay.
Need to get.
take 5.
We are taking Gull.
Mm.
AC-47 inbound. Take cover. Recon is in the air. We are taking Gull.
Keep back.
We have taken Gull.
Watch my back. Gotta reload.
Napalm inbound. Take cover.
Return fire. I'm loading. Victor Charlie, engaging that position before he wastes us. Charlie shooting at us. Stay in cover. You'll be next.
Recon is in the air. RD support inbound. Take cover. Final objective. victory.
Serrucho. Serrucho. Salió mejor squad leader. Turu, 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 turu. Tara, tara, ta, tara. Ta, tarararara, 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 ta, 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 ta. Meo tema, conchetumare. Ah, nos toca jugar con los chinitos. Voy bravo con humo.
Tống bồng cộng sản trở
Bắp
lời
bắp
hội đi.
bắp 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 bắp.
Tao không sợ mà.
Bắp 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 bắp.
Trở về có cánh, trở về có cánh.
Trời 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 trời. Cái chỗ 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 tôi cái chỗ.
Chúng ta cần phải đi ngay bây giờ.
We are taking Bravo. We are taking Alpha.
Spread out.
Spread out.
We have taken Alpha.
Anh cần xóa xuống.
We are taking Bravo.
Puta.
Recon is in the air. We have taken Bravo.
Chúng ta phải đâm tới mục tiêu này. Tùng Vân trả lời bọn chúng.
We are taking Charlie.
Đẩy lùi bọn khốn. Hãy chiến đấu tới hơi thở cuối cùng. Đã phát hiện quân địch.
We are taking Charlie.
Vị trí. Sẵn sàng hạt nhát. Bọn chúng đây rồi. Ném lựu đạn khói. Invalid location. Give me another one. Invalid location. Give me another one.
Check right, check right.
We are taking
Chiến thắng sắp của chúng ta. Để bắt đi hạt nhát. Cần thêm một chút thôi.
We have taken Charlie.
Xóa chúng ta phải tóm lấy mục tiêu này. Đi sơn được đó. Ngay bây giờ.
No.
We are taking Echo. We are taking Delta.
Phải luôn luôn chú ý.
We have taken Echo. We are taking. Bảo vệ mục tiêu.
Làm ơn hãy giúp con. Phải chết thôi.
We are taking Delta. Đi nào, im lẽ không bật này. Chúng ta đến đích rồi.
Mạnh mẽ lên nào. Chúng ta sắp thắng.
Oh.
Ngươi hãy đợi. Lựu đạn đi. Một bước sai, các bạn sẽ biến thành món bánh mì nướng đấy.
We are taking Foxtrot.
Bọn Việt Cộng đã đặt miền bẫy.
We are taking Foxtrot. We have taken Foxtrot.
Chúng ta cần phải đi ngay bây giờ. Chết tiệt.
Final objective.
Ôi.
Anh ấy là chết.
Victory.
Victory. Ta na 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 na. Victoria.
We're gonna defend this spot to the last man. Anyone see him? Get away! Infantry spotted!
They're coming out of the trees.
Mate, watch your fire.
Enemy infantry! Take them in!
They're really putting us through. He's got screwed up to the eyeballs. Who ain't got me? Always bad about it. You're gonna need a chop. Where are those assholes?
Fire support inbound. Take cover.
Infantry spotted!
When someone shoot them. Recon is in the air.
Laying down suppressing fire. We're pinned down. Shit! Who ain't got me? They blew my way. This is it, fellas.
Alpha's being attacked. Alpha's being attacked.
Shit! Gotta reload. I need to put this out of commission. They're really putting us through it. Infantry spotted. There's a guy.
Recon is in the air. We've lost Alpha.
Oh,
Shoot the vet, shoot the vet, shoot any wanker that gets close.
Recon is in the air. Bravo's being attacked. Bravo's being attacked. Bravo's being attacked. Fire support inbound. Take cover. Being attacked. Back up. Stand your ground. Fight back.
Let's get it. We're losing.
We've lost Bravo. Kill them, but stay in cover. Return fire. Stand your ground! Fight back! Why don't you? We've lost Charlie. Go down! Go down! Take that one. Take home to it. I'm under heavy fire!
Oof.
Recon is in the air.
Enemy fire incoming!
Delta's being attacked.
Wait, we got to down. Look, them trapped. Rain down suppressive fire.
chết. Tôi muốn về làng.
Cover me! I need to reload!
We've lost Delta.
Bloody tired, mate. This is it! Fuck! Wait a second. Got a man.
Recon is in the air.
Didn't even know what hit him.
Fire
Qué weón.
Last stand, don't surrender.
Contact! Enemy fire!
Recon is in the air.